Good morning. Happy September 21st, 2021, 9/21/21. I just pulled over on the side of the road by this farm. I hope nobody pulls up behind me to chat. My weight's up. I weigh on Tuesday mornings. This morning I'm up 4.4 pounds from last week. There's so many factors that go into that one number. So first of all, let's all just keep that in mind. Water retention. This week I ate 2 bonus meals and they were hefty, and I stand by every calorie. But I said in my bonus meal video, sometimes we have to slow down in order to maintain control. And I'm so glad that I am on day 21 right now of feeling surrendered, which is in control, which is allowing him to be in control. Amen. The fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. That's the main one there with all of this. So I pumped the brakes this week. So some factors. Water retention, there could be some muscle gaining. I don't know. I'm getting a little busier on the farm lately. Maybe I'm building some muscle, and that retains water also. You know, your weight's going to be up after a good long workout. Water retention, maybe muscle growth. I don't know. That's pretty optimistic. The bonus meals. The reason I ate the bonus meals, something us ladies deal with. And also time of day. This week I weighed at 6 a.m. Last week I think I weighed at like 9 or 9:30 or 10. And you know what? I love those weigh-ins, because after you've been up for a while and you've gotten to completely empty yourself out, you can get a nice low weight. But I always think, oh, next week when I got to weigh at 5:30, it's going to come back. This is going to come back to bite me. And it kind of did. Here's my point. That's one piece of data. I have other pieces of data like my mental health, my well-being. I'm feeling good about this program. The way my clothes are fitting, what I see in the mirror, how I feel. I've been noticing that I feel good. I feel strong when I walk around the house. I feel fit. So that's good. So there's all sorts of factors aside from that one piece of data. Here's what I want to share with you. When I looked up at the calendar and I saw September, we're on September 21st. So my September calendar, you can see it in my original Join Me September video. You can see I have 1 through 10, then 11 through 20, then 21 through 30, the days of September. So here we are on this third column in this third of September. And after this morning, I looked at that calendar, and this was an old me mentality. I looked at that calendar and I thought, I'm going to finish strong. Okay, that reeks of white knuckles. That mentality, I'm going to finish strong. Red flag. Huge red flag. White knuckles are red flags. To say I'm going to finish strong sort of implies that I'm just going to give it my all, and I'm just going to try and pull out some motivation from I don't even know where. And I'm just going to finish September strong. What do you think would happen October 1st? I would fall face first into Mexican food. For sure. Or ice cream. No. Wrong mentality. When we're dealing with addiction and we want to stay recovered, we stay in the moment. And instead of strong, I'm going to be strong. I can do it. I can do this. We don't want to be strong. We want to be surrendered so that we can be steady. I used to tell people, stay the course. Just stay the course. Don't let that pendulum swing. You know, a lot of us go way over here and then way over here and way over here because we're overcorrecting. And just like driving that vehicle, look, I'm in my vehicle now. Just like driving that vehicle, when you start overcorrecting, you know you're in a real danger zone. You're very vulnerable, highly susceptible to losing control. So the quicker you can get back to center, the better. I tell people, if you have had a few days of binging, well, don't follow that up by a few days of starving. get back to center as quickly as possible so that you can get rolling again and build momentum. Literally just like driving down the highway. If I went way over to the right, well, it doesn't make sense, and I don't need to go way over to the left just to sort of balance things out. Nope, that's not how this works. Staying surrendered and being sober is something we can only be in the moment. I pray to God I'm sober in my future, but I can't control that. And here's the irony. Weight loss is ironically on this journey of sobriety not the goal. It's the byproduct. The goal is peace and freedom around food. And regardless of how much you weigh, you can have that today. And many of us do. So we not only want to appreciate that, but protect that. And I do have that today, September 21st, 2021, regardless of what the scale says. I have that. I have that peace and freedom. The weight is a byproduct. The weight, I want you to imagine if a runner was running in such a way, let's just say they're on the track team. And I'm really not one to talk about running. My soccer coach in high school literally told me, Emily, he was watching me run, and he said, you will get there faster if you walk. I was running so slow. I didn't think that was very nice, but I thought that was pretty funny. That's always stuck with me. I wasn't running very fast, apparently. Anyways, for him to say, you'll get there faster if you walk. Okay, 2 points for the wittiness. 0 points for the compassion. Okay, track team. If there was a runner running in such a way that it was hurting their ankles, I guarantee you the coach would not focus on those ankles. They would focus on changing the way that athlete ran. So that's like, if we eat in such a way that causes us to be 100 pounds overweight, let's just say, like I was. If we eat in such a way that we end up very overweight, the solution is not to focus on the weight. The solution is to focus on the way, our MO, our mode of operating, the way in which we function, the way in which we eat that got us there. Yes, we don't like it. Those ankles hurt, and the 100 pounds overweight is not fun at all. We want it done. We want it over with. But that's not where our focus should be. Our focus should be on the way we run. And when we change the way we run and we change the way we operate, true transformation will occur. So this is absolutely a journey of changing and switching our focus. And not focusing on some relatively surface, superficial problems. Yes, they're awful. It's no fun being overweight. We could be miserable with our weight, just not liking how we look or feel. But there are much deeper issues there. That is where we want to put our focus and work on and work through. And here's the good news. If all of a sudden life feels hard in a way it hasn't, you're making progress because you are feeling things that you didn't even have to feel when you were numbing all of those emotions with sugar and flour and binging. I have told people this, and I've tried to lose weight 500 times over 15, 20 years. This is by far the easiest way I've ever lost weight. Hands down, just no question about it. Easiest way the weight's ever come off. It's been easy and excruciating at times. Because I was faced with having to deal with things I was not dealing with. I was eating my way through quite a bit. I didn't think of myself as an emotional eater, but a lot of us are just in such a habit of stuffing ourselves, filling ourselves with sugar, flour, and binges. It's such a habit, we don't even know what emotions would bubble up if it weren't there. So when I took it away, I felt like God just amputated that out of my life. And all of a sudden there was this void, there was this vacuum that I had to learn to fill with other things that are, a friend of mine said when I was in the midst of a binge once, she said, she called it punishing. She said, don't punish yourself. So I had to learn to pamper instead of punish, which is a process. Guys, be patient with the process. Be willing to feel and then deal so that you can ultimately heal. Feel, deal, then heal. I spoke at my cousin's funeral recently, and I said a lot of us want to get out of pain. Pain is very, very important. There are people that cannot feel physical pain, and I thought, wow, that might be kind of great. Until you think about it, that means a child could not feel their hand on the stove. That means if you stepped on a nail, you'd keep going. You wouldn't realize you had a nail in your foot. Pain's very, very important. Same goes for this journey. When we find ourselves in pain because we're starting to feel things that we didn't feel when we were numbing ourselves, that's an indicator that there's an area of our life that needs some attention. It's a warning sign. And it's a good thing. And when we feel the pain, we can trust that God will help us navigate right through it. And that is where true transformation takes place. When we start to feel and then deal with all of that and then heal. So here's to healing, and here's to remembering that that number on the scale is one piece of data. And I am gathering data from a whole lot of places other than that. My September calendar, check. That's data. When I look in the mirror, that's data. When I empty my water bottles, that's data. This is 64 ounces of water. When it's empty, I will know I have drank 64 ounces of water, and then I'll drink another one. That's data. The fact that my denim, I can button my denim again now. I am in some sweatpants this morning, but I do have denim that I can button again after my relapse and then after my sickness. I can still button those. Weight Fit, my Weight Fit app, that's data. I can see that even though I am up 4.4 pounds, and last week I was 11 pounds from goal weight, this week I'm 16. By the way, I tell you guys, I'm not showing you something I've done. I'm showing you something I'm doing. And I will be doing this for the rest of my life because we can only be sober today. Let's guard it and protect it. Regardless of what you weigh, regardless of what I weigh, I am already where I want to be. And that's at peace. And I'm going to protect that. So we've got lots of data to gather. Let's stay science-minded. I've got a video on that called Staying Science-Minded. And let's head into October. Not strong, because that's not sustainable. That's not sustainable. That's a good way to burn out, right? Let's head into October, surrendered and steady. And today, I'm going to be surrendered and steady. And today is the only day I have.